Guys, I want to give a big shout out to the VIP. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. We have called this move. I'm so excited about this. 1 month ago, let's dig back into the price action. You're at a new all-time high, guys. We are so excited about this move. Let's get back into Trading View. Guys, you know we handle technical analysis. Our top level of membership is VIP. Let's go through the price action, guys. Currently, you're at 66,443. Beautiful price action, guys, up 3%. It's been difficult to beat Bitcoin. People are trying with leverage on different altcoins, etc. I'm just so excited to the VIP. Guys, for you, and we just have the best trade group in the back. Very exciting to go through that. Let's go through how we called this play thus far, this bull flag. Let's go through the details real quickly if we can. And guys, a big shout out to all you. You guys are doing great in your trades. I'm very excited. We haven't backed off the price action at all here. We have not backed off this price action. Smash the like button if you guys are just showing up. If you're just showing up in the room, I'd appreciate you guys smashing the like button. Let me know you just shown up and that you're live with us. This bull flag. Let's talk about where we came up with it, guys. When did we establish this? Guys, this was a month ago. 1 month ago, I'm bringing this bull flag up before we broke out. Let's listen real quickly. I want you guys to listen in terms of the details, right? In terms of these details, just listen to me telling you back then a month ago. Listen up, guys. We would just look at, based upon pure technicals, guys, you're looking at about another 100% gain. Looking at another potential, let's say 100% gain. Throwing that out there, not as, yes, it's going to happen, but please consider the fact that when people are freaking out, guys, they're probably overexposed. Now, that's what I like, guys. I'm saying, but please consider the fact when people are freaking out, when, guys, during this retracement, during this period of time right in here, absolutely, me just saying, please consider the fact that we're in a bull flag. Please consider the fact that maybe you should run for the hills. Please just consider the fact that we're in a really strong bullish pattern. So that's really exciting for me to be able to reflect back on that. Yes, we called this a month ago, that you guys had some exposure to a bullish pattern amidst a retracement when most people are running for the hills. I just say that again, guys. It's just that's us. We're going to dig into the technicals. We're going to bring you guys the very best that we can, right, in terms of the technical analysis, in terms of your exposure. Bringing up, I just think what was it? I think very interesting, and shout out, guys. Hit that like button. Very happy to see you guys in the room, etc. Now, in terms of Binance, I thought this was very interesting. In terms of your risk exposure right now, we got kind of a heads up signal. I want to call this a heads up signal. I want you guys to pay attention. I brought that from a month ago, and I think it's very important. I want to bring up right now another signal that could be hitting the market just as we speak. I just received notification. I think you guys maybe have received this as well. Please pay attention, guys. That Binance, guys. CZ of Binance, I think a very interesting scenario. CZ of Binance has just tweeted right now. He's just tweeted risk management. I want you guys to pay attention to this risk management. What has he said? Have you guys reviewed the tweet yet? I'm just going to pull it up so I can read it directly to you. I thought it was a little bit odd in terms of timing. I'm just going to go ahead and say this. He's the CEO, founder, etc. of Binance, the #1 largest crypto exchange. What does he say just now, 13 minutes ago? Listen to this, guys. He says risk management. Be ready to enjoy the best case. Okay, we do that through not being overexposed at any higher price, right? Always willing, with heavy cash reserves to double or triple down. Then he says, guys, listen to this. He says, be ready to handle the worst case. Don't invest more than you can lose. Guys, I think that's a very interesting thing to consider right now. That's not me coming up with a technical or anything else, but that's the chief CEO, founder of Binance, the largest crypto exchange in the world, saying to everybody, hey, risk management, right? Very interesting to hear that in the market right now while we've achieved a new all-time high. I think that's worth considering. And guys, I went ahead and went live on a stream just to let you know, and I was going to do a video, etc. But when the CZ of Binance comes out and says that, guys, he's with the largest crypto exchange in the world. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that up to you in terms of someone talking about risk management on that level, in terms of our levels of exposure, etc. Now that just reinforces what we are all about here. You guys know, being able to enjoy kind of the upward price action, absolutely, not being overexposed at any higher price. Let's go through the Fibonacci's. We always go through those, guys. We can literally just dial back into eliminating this prior channel, going back down into what are we coming off of? What's the strength of this movement coming from? A hit along the golden pocket, the 61.8 to the 65th percentile, right in here. That hit has just been phenomenally strong. Let's go ahead and measure this just so you guys can see where we're at. Okay, we're up at about 130% since that hit. Very nice. We caught that in the back. Very exciting for that. Most of you would like to know what's going to happen next with the price. Well, I'll tell you guys, there's one indication that I would pay attention to right now. If you guys are paying attention, the guys in the back, etc. If you're here, I just appreciate you guys in the back. We're having a lot of good times, and you're doing really well. Nice to see those chart developments. Nice to see that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna line this out in terms of kind of where we're currently at in terms of the price action. I don't want to limit it necessarily, but I do want you guys to be aware of this specific move on the weekly. Okay, I think this is right where we are at right now. Okay, there's a cross. I don't want to call it a cross trend line, but I do want to call it a trend line from the weekly chart. Let's take the bull flag off for a moment, and I don't want to be equivocal at all, but a lot of people are looking for a limitation. How much higher can we go? We can go a repeat of the previous move. Clearly, we can go repeat of the previous move, measured out, guys. Looks like we're overperforming, right? So, and I've been very aggressive in terms of the upside targets, etc., expecting higher and higher prices. That's just where I've been with the opportunity to cover your position with a little bit of an insurance play on the short side. Hit that like button if you guys can, if you're just tuning in. We're taking a break from kind of the live stream. Just wanted to get back into it now, especially with the Binance, with that risk management. I thought that was an interesting dynamic for him, for the founder of Binance, the largest crypto exchange, to come out and say, hey guys, by the way, don't invest too much that you can't lose. Could be sage advice, could be kind of a risk management. That's what he said in the very beginning, risk management. I thought, okay, I need to let people know about this as soon as possible. So I wanted to come live, let you guys know that was on the map. So in terms of this move, guys, on the weekly, in terms of this move, I just see this indicated right here, and I just want to bring that up. Does that mean, well, everyone's ready to capitulate the entirety of their large bracket in Bitcoin, etc.? No, not at all. But it does mean that we're at an expressed level right now, which is kind of interesting in terms of how it seems to be, I'd say, playing it out. If you go to the bodies of the candles, guys, and literally if you draw this down perfectly to the top of the bodies of the candles, that is the line that has currently expressed itself in terms of a limitation of Bitcoin. So it's nice to be able to review that. Most people right now are full-fledged into the market. They're just rushing in with cash, etc. I'm just going to repeat, guys, our mantra. And it's interesting that CZ would come out with that in terms of risk management. It falls perfectly in line with our VIP approach. You guys know that. Never being overexposed at any higher price, right? Always being ready to double or triple down. We would love a 25, at least a 25% discount. Can we get one at some point? We will. Why? That's the first level of the Fibonacci. Always have orders, guys. I think it's a great strategy. Always having orders at those lower levels, ready to get a value on Bitcoin. But it's been so strong, guys. It's just been so great. I'm so excited for the community. And this is Bitcoin Spike, so I'm really excited for us. Let's see what we have here. Zachary Wilson, what's going on, brother? Let's see what we got going on in here. Let's see. Why do you use the line chart over the candlesticks? Good question. The line chart over the candlesticks. Well, it provides more of a consolidated approach. I switch back and forth to the candle wicks rather to be able to see into the lower time frames. Those are going to be expressive. The wicks are always indicative of the lower time frame. So that's the reason I would do that. Zachary, let's see. London, you've been on point. Yes, Zachary, you've been paying attention. I appreciate that. Your education knowledge is so incredibly valuable. Thank you, Zachary. I appreciate that. So glad to have you, brother. It's just a pleasure to have you. King Jose, what's up, brother? Nice to see you, Jose. Nice to see you, brother. Rodrigo also, and what do we got? Just a lot of good people learning, doing really well. Nice to see you guys. Nice to have you. Great that we have achieved these all-time highs. I'm glad that we just have been pushing on Bitcoin. We've been focusing on it, guys, and it's just been performing phenomenally well. So it's really nice. There's kind of a rain on the parade, right? Everyone wants to know, it's that nagging question in everyone's mind. It's like, well, is it going to rain on the parade? Yeah, I'm just going to tell you guys, at some point we're going to have to defy the common consensus right now that at some point this is just not going to stop. Everyone is on this kind of push right now that it's going to see higher and higher prices. You guys know my long-term target. You guys know my long-term target is 100,000. That's my long-term target. Will we have an opportunity, and just focus on this, will we have an opportunity to hit a Fibonacci therein at some point? What do you guys think? Will we ever hit a Fibonacci? What do you guys think? I think we will, right? At some point we will. Now, in terms of a trailing Fibonacci, a trailing order, right? We can have a trailing order. We can have them on the macro here at this 23.6. We can also define them, guys, on more of a micro scale. And you guys know our strategy is very, very on point. We always are ready, guys, always. And now this tightens up the gap. I like this a lot. This tightens up the gap on our Fibonacci's. We would always want to, as we establish higher and higher highs, guys, we would always want to tighten up these orders closer and closer, guys. Not just on the macro. Let me say that, because if we're just playing on the macro, it's kind of a steep, well, that's 23% of the entirety. It's kind of almost in bear country. I don't want to necessarily go there, right? But if you're looking to enter in and you want to accumulate some Bitcoin, guys, there's only 21 million of them. You guys know that there's only 21 million Bitcoin in the world. That scarcity is part of what makes it valuable. It's part of what gives it its ultimate characteristic in the market. We love that, guys. So as we look at this, our strategy would be, and I just want you guys to hone in on this. I appreciate you guys being here. Strategize on this. essentially, these are going to be your Fibonacci's in here. I would dial into the lower time frames. I would dial into the hourly, particularly on the hourly with this specific line, this break in the action here. That's where we would initiate. That's where we initiate our pricing targets. Okay, we would carry them up to the all-time high, and guys. So that's not a big capitulation when we look at the entirety of it. We're not looking at a 20% discount. We're looking at maybe a 5 to a 5.5% discount. Absolutely. So having those orders carry up, your limit orders carry up to try and get a discount, always being ready to double or triple down to carry that level of exposure. Guys, this is where I think the institutions are going to really start looking at things in terms of where are they looking to plug in, because Bitcoin's just so hot. I know that they want to accumulate it. People that I'm talking to are really wanting to accumulate more and more of it. It's just a really exciting time. So that would be our strategy, just so you guys know and can follow through with that. Want to shout out to everybody. Shout out to Angel on top, chief benefactor. Big shout out and much love to Angel. Have to say that. And what do we got? Liam, nice to see you as well. And guys, the only thing I'm just going to say, we like to follow strategy. We don't want to harp too much on the technicals. We just are happy when people make money. When you focus on good strategy, when you're disciplined as a trader, that's what we want to cultivate. Those are the people that we want around us. We want to reinforce those principles so that we have good, solid, disciplined people around us who are able to read the technicals like we did, guys. I mean, you know this. We read this a month ago in terms of the breakout. Look where we were at. Me saying, please, could you listen to me, please, in terms of being in the bull flag. Like, that was it. Like, this is the technical pattern. Please, can you listen to me? Right, while everyone else is running for the hills amidst that consolidation. I just think it's funny for me to point back to and like, I'll accommodate the crowd. Okay, everyone wants lower prices. That's fine. But will you please listen to me? We're in a bullish pattern. So I just love that. It's really great for us, guys. Now, in terms of the overall entirety of things, we will get more plugged in the back. I wanted to bring you the CZ tweet because he's talking about risk mitigation, kind of like some sirens going off from him. It's very interesting for him to say that. I was like, I gotta bring this right now to the group. I had to, guys. It's very important. The only thing that I think that he could be seeing from a technical standpoint, what he and his group are seeing again is on this weekly time frame right in here, guys. And it's going to be real tight on this weekly. Guys, we're going to have to really tighten this up down into that line expressed across the top. And I hope he's not thinking, I'm just going to bring this up on his behalf. Does he have a technical team that's looking at something? Because I'm just going to say, I hope he's not thinking, I'm just going to bring this. Why would he bring up something on risk mitigation? Like, well, hold on. He's just selling this to us, right? He's not telling us to back off. And I don't know, guys. Very interesting. You have to understand he's facilitating the trades in Bitcoin right now. Why would he be telling everybody, hey, you might want to back off a little bit? Yeah, a little bit interesting. Not sure I trust that. I have to say that, but I hope he's not thinking of anything like this, guys. I hope he's not thinking of anything like this. I'm going to say, irrespective of whether or not he is thinking of something like this, or he has a technical team that has said, hey, CZ, they're sophisticated guys. They're number one, okay, in terms of the technical of the guys that they govern the exchange, the largest crypto exchange in the world. So we're going to give them a little bit of attention. I'm going to say that, a little bit of attention. In terms of that, how would we play this in differently? We wouldn't. We would still draw our Fibonacci's, always be ready and prepared with backup cash at these lower levels, never being overexposed. So what he really said in terms of a warning is no different than what we do day in and day out. You guys know that. So big shout out, new all-time high. What do we got at 66,153? Want to shout out to everybody from the blue collar to the white collar to the U.S. Armed Forces, law enforcement, everybody in our group. What's up? What's up? Big shout out to AJ Crypto. Brother, had a great talk with you last night. U.S. Air Force in the house. What's up? Out to have to say to Jason's Lit at Fort Hood, sitting here with somebody from Fort Hood. Want to say shout out to you, brother. Hope everything's well. Also, just to the guys who have been busy in the back. We're so excited to continually have you in the back, etc. I'm excited to have brought you guys this latest spike. It's called Bitcoin Spike for a reason, because if you can catch the spikes, you can catch the cash, right? That's it. That's the whole idea. It spends like 80% of the time going sideways or almost kind of down, right? And then it spends like 10% of the time, maybe, or 5% of the time going up. We want to catch those spikes. We caught this last night. I brought you the bull flag in the back and Bitcoin Trades VIP before the spike. So way to go. The guys who are really focused in, guys, you're doing well. So let's just let's appreciate this. We're going to call this the CZ, this expanding wedge, guys. We're going to call that the Binance challenge, right? With his we read through the tweet earlier on, but him saying risk management, you might want to be careful. Don't spend too much. Don't buy too much. He's in charge of the largest exchange. So we'll call this wedge the Binance wedge. It seems like maybe he's looking at a limitation potential on the market. We'll just call it the CZ Binance wedge if he wants to do that. We're going to stick with our bull flag. How about that? So we'll have a little competition between the bull flag and the Binance wedge. Okay. The VIP bull flag and the Binance wedge. Let's see who wins. I like my target in the long run. I'm going to tell you guys that I like the 100,000 in the long run. Maybe he's looking at the short term. Maybe he wants more Bitcoin. I don't know what he's going to do, if he's going to throw things through a ringer. You guys will understand those are going to be your specific price targets there. The point of breakout of the previous pattern, guys, it's going to play on the fibs. Look forward to hearing how well your trades are going. So excited for the new all-time high for Bitcoin. Way to go, Bitcoin Spike. Way to go, VIP and Crypto Kingdom, guys. Just so nice to see. Currently 66,000, and let's just continue to roll. Let's continue to fight, and let's see if we can beat that the Binance wedge. I just don't want to fall into that, but hey, he's in charge of something. He's in charge of a lot of trades, so let's pay attention to that risk mitigation. Not something I would have thrown on the map today, but I'll throw it on the map and go with the live stream just to make sure you guys heard it. This is London with Crypto Kingdom at Bitcoin Spike. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much for everything, guys. You guys are the best, and it's been a great few months, guys. Great few months. Hope you guys have been listening. That acquisition of the low 30,000. It's a good time to buy Bitcoin, right here, right? Yeah. The 45,000. Hey, that's kind of a key level. You plug in at 45,000 with heavier cash on that breakout, right? Yeah. So I mean, in terms of being correct and generating profits, we've been here. We've been doing it. I'm just excited to see you guys doing well also. So we look forward to communicating in the back. Shout out, give me your charts, give me your input, DM